I'm at Gettysburg, one of the biggest battles in the Civil War, and as we go on with our tour, we will show bigger parts of this battlefield.
Where are we standing next to now? What's this? Do you know?
This is
the National Cemetery.
Oh yeah, this is the cemetery.
And if you could see in the background, there's a general on a horse, right?
Yeah.
And you see these generals on the horses all over the cemetery.
When you see statues of men on horseback, and you can tell from the statue what happened to that guy at this battlefield, okay? If you see a statue and see the horse standing with all four legs on the ground, that man left this battlefield healthy. If you see a statue like that one, with one, where the horse has 1 foot off the ground, that man was wounded here, but left the battlefield alive.
What if it's 2?
If you see a statue where 2 legs are off the ground, that man died here.
That is Oliver Otis
Howard.
And he was the first man to say that black people should be educated just as white men should. And 4 legs on the ground means that he left healthy.
Jerry, run up to that statue, show them how big it is. Wave.
You can simply see that this is a giant statue of a horse and a man. Whoa! This is Cemetery Hill. This is when the second day of Gettysburg happened.
Right.
The Union were losing so far, and then they had to regroup here that they could see what's going on in that town right there. They could protect it with these cannons. Because those cannons can go very far and take out many men. A little bit more cannons. There's another statue right there, as you can see.
So
And,
what they had to do is they had
Where
to
was
find
Gettysburg's
high
address?
Gettysburg Address.
It was, where was, I think it was here in the cemetery. He had
It was right here in the cemetery where Lincoln said his most famous speech, the Gettysburg Address. Right here. This area. Look at it right here. He said it right here.
Said what?
His Gettysburg Address right here. Right where I'm standing. He said it.
Why did he do the Gettysburg Address? What does that say? He was dedicating what?
Dedicating all the dead soldiers who fought.
The cemetery, the National Cemetery.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth this continent, a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion, so that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
This is
Wait, I want to go up.
A monument
a monument.
for the Pennsylvania infantry. Well,
Yeah.
what's different about this monument?
It's different because it's on a
No, it's not on a tree. It's
fake tree.
what's the tree made of?
Stone.
Stone. Wait, we're going up and look at the top of the tree. There's a bird. This is to the Pennsylvania Monument to the fighting infantry who died here in Gettysburg. Very interesting.
These are all the weapons. So these are the carbines. The Union, which are the North Americans' uniform would be. And over here would be the Southerners.
Which is the Confederate Army.
Rifle. Now it's
The South was at this point. They walked across the field, and the Union across the field shot them down. And that's how the Union Army, the North, won this battle.
Did you hear the tape? What he said? The general couldn't believe there was nobody here on Little Round Top. The guy says, get there. In the meantime, those guys in Devil's Den, the Confederates, are also noticing that there's no one up on Round Top. And they start fighting for control of Round Top. And who won?
the Union.
From that time, the Southerners fall back to Devil's Den, and they start sniping and firing.
Hi, this is the end of the day at Gettysburg, and so you've seen that many people have died here, many people have survived, and this is one of the biggest battles ever in the Civil War. And it's right here, like a couple hours away from where you live.
You want to go stand in the rocks like one of the holes?
Yeah,
I hope you
this is Devil's Den. I hope you like
enjoy.
my Place to See project today, and